Hello everyone, it's Dude here, and we're back to Ace Attorney, okay? And I'm gonna prove Maya to be not guilty, because how dare this person try to make Maya guilty, okay? They try to make Maya look guilty, this is going too far, okay? I'm sick of this. We're gonna prove you innocent, Maya. Phew, that was a close one. I know you were giving it your all to defend me, but I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air. I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself. If they give Maya the death penalty, I will. But you were wonderful out there. You listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into believing you. Thanks. Wait, tricked? That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right? By the way, is the next witness who I think it is? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Lotta. Oh, guess there's no escaping her, huh? Oh no, this is gonna be pretty difficult. Remember, Nick, you promised you saved me. If you lose, me and my sis Ghost will come after you and haunt you. Your sister? Oh, are you talking about Mystic Maya? I mean, Mystic Mia? Yeah, do you remember her, Pearly? My sister was a super good lawyer, and she was named Mia, not Maya, okay? We don't have the same name, we're not the same, we're different. She was also Nick's teacher. You see, she was Nick's teacher, that's why she's different from me. Meanwhile, I'm Nick's boss. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, remember, I work for Maya, so... June 21st, I'm good with that though. I'm alright if I work for Maya. Anyways, if I work for Maya, I'm good with that. I can work with her, I can work for her, I'll be fine with that. As long as I get to work alongside with her, okay? Court will now reconvene for the trial of... oh! I don't want to hear it, old man. After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy. Yes, sir! Bring in the... She really likes being called sir, doesn't... Wow, I guess she really likes being called sir. Bring the photographer to witness the channeling. Oh boy, Lotta, there's no escaping you. Just like what Maya said. Maya has a lot of influence on me, doesn't she? Witness, your name and occupation, if you please. Hey, Phoenix! How you doing? Just fine. Sorry about this. Didn't exactly have a choice, you know? Name and occupation. I guess you're... I mean, if you start whipping the witness... Okay, especially someone like Lotta, she's gonna crash out on you first, sooner than later. So yeah, she's gonna once she starts crashing out, she's gonna help me. Okay. I declare it wasn't tarnation. Hey Judge, this here is a violence against my fair self. See, that's fine. Wow, it's fine for violence. Okay, so if Maya exclaims and points out a contradiction, like if Maya exclaims and tells the witness to stop lying. Because this is a matter of life or death. Oh, no, that's contempt of court for Maya being passionate about, you know, for Maya caring about her client. Okay, that's contempt of court. You know, for someone to care about her client. But oh my goodness, the prosecutor is whipping everyone, including the judge, the witness, the defense lawyer, the detective. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That ain't fine. That's a whip. Ah. There's no need for foolish outcries from foolishly foolish fools. Would you like a Lotta whipped you, huh? Would you like that? Would you like it, huh? You're gonna be crying. You'll be like, yeah, shut the fuck up. Give this guy, give Lotta contempt of court. Make her leave right now. Actually, she's my witness. I cannot give her contempt of court. But she whipped me. That's contempt of court. Huh? Would you like that? Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of this murder. Man, I miss Ezra. Ezra didn't physically abuse me. I haven't even gotten to say my name and job yet. The name's Lotta, paranormal photographer, and I'm here to testify. No. Let's all be one big happy family, okay? That is something I would say, except I would be mad at the prosecutor for whipping the witness and other people, including me. If I'm the judge and the prosecutor whips me, oh yeah. You'll bet I'll give them contempt of court. He had no problem giving, Phoenix, he had no problem giving my contempt of court. Oh wait, that was not even the judge. That was really Von Karma. He was just letting Von Karma do that. We should boss around. We should boss Von Karma around. His successor. We should get revenge. She mentioned revenge. We'll get revenge on his daughter and give her contempt of court. Whatever. I guess I should focus on the case. Only the dog and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door and then bang! We hear this gunshot. Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down, and we rushed into the room. Inside was a dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. I swear, other than those two, there's no one else in the room. And did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place? Reckon, of course. Eh? Excuse me? Reckon, course? It's short for you, reckon? Of course I did. Ah! Does it look like I care? Just hurry up and show your picture to the court. The moment of truth. What will be in that picture? Let's see here. This here is the picture. That's what we saw when we walked in. I mean, kind of changes the map, doesn't it? If you look at the floor plans here, it seems like it's reversed instead of the... You remember the defendant was over at the curtains? Now she's over here? It would certainly seem that only the defendant and the victim were in that room. A lot of photo added to the court record. Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix, right? I will clear all doubt about Maya through this cross-examination. Just watch me. We're gonna witness account. All in the dark and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. Hold it! Was it really only those two that went in? Did my health bar carry over from last trial? Oh no. What are you blabbing about? What are you blabbering about? You were there too, were you not? Burk. Why don't you answer that yourself? Was it really just the two of them? Yes, Dr. Gray and Maya were the only two that went into the room. Hold on! We can't have the defense testifying against its own client? Against its own... What? Anyway, folks, only two of them went into the channeling chamber, you hear? But you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you? Witness. Continue. Are you jealous that Maya was alone with another man in the chamber, huh? Hold it! What makes you think that? Was it really a gunshot? Objection! Are you insane? You must have heard it as well. Burke. Why did you testify before the court, Mr. Phoenix, right? Was it really a gunshot? Yes. I think that's something that sounded like a gunshot. Hold it! And why are we here listening to the defense testify? And the world becomes just a little crueler. I had a gunshot a long time ago, you know, so I know. And I tell you that was a gunshot I heard. And now this is where the story heats up. I guess the contradiction is the fact that she only mentions one gunshot instead of two. Mr. Lawyer broke it down door. Okay, cool. So, let me get this straight. This Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down? Honestly, Mr. Phoenix, right. Why don't you tell us what happened then? Yes, Ms. Karma, I broke the door down. Sorry. Why does this feel like an inquisition? No need for apologizing. That was great. You're a real man. Oh, really? That's something I would have liked to see. The judge is smiling rather openly. I'll take that as a good sign. And what did you see once you broke in? Look at that. We showed that we're a real man. That's good, okay? We showed that we care about Maya. Hold it! Even though we were testifying against, her. Are you sure that it was... Are you sure it was the defendant, Maya Fey? Sure, I'm sure. Lotta seems awfully confident in her testimony. Press harder. Lotta, please think back to the day one more time. What you getting at? Remember what you said when we broke into the room? I was murdered. Click. Lotta! At a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? When you saw the murder at a time, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fey or not, am I correct? Well, you see... Okay, we're helping our case here by putting doubt into the jury. I mean, not jury, just spectators' minds. Order! Miss Hart! You're here to present accurate testimony. Yeah, sorry. Good. This shifts things back to my side. For defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix, right? Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber. When they entered? One of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, correct? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was mine that went in. It looks like we've come to a collective conclusion. The person in this photo picture is most certainly Maya Fey. Exactly. Rats. And I'm trapped like one, again. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room. Hold it! Are you absolutely certain of that? Sure am. But that old witch chased us out of the room, so... Old witch? Does she mean Morgan Fay? Is she the old witch? Is she the villain of the story? But there's no one else in there, and you know it. The chilling chamber was very dark, almost pitch black. Was there really no one else in there? What about... Not behind the folding screen. What about behind the folding screen? Did you check back there? Red given? Huh? What in the... Red given, you know. You reckon? That's a given. I took a good look around the room once. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. If I may have a word with you, Miss Hart. What? You got a problem? Red given? I mean, I'm having a little difficulty in understanding you. Ooh, you're an offender. If you would stop saying such things as right and given. Ah! Now then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, do you see a problem with the testimony or don't you? And Judge, how dare you insult my client's accent? It hurts me, especially as a German woman. Or, just as I thought, there's nothing wrong with her testimony. I was with her, so I know she's telling the truth. Enough! It seems that there are no issues with Miss Hart's testimony, and I'm sorry, I forgot that you have a German accent. Yes, I told you, I lived there for many years. I got a German accent, and it hurts me to see that somebody like you doesn't even understand that the Donald Trump voice I'm using right now is a German accent, and that offends me when you insult somebody else's accent. So stop doing that. At the time of the crime, only two people here in the chaining chamber. The victim, Miss Dr. Gray, and the defendant, Maya Fay. Let's see, is there anyone else in the room? I mean, doesn't look like it. I don't see anyone else. The face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if we think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant. What am I going to do if I just let this go? What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say. If I make one wrong move, I'm going to have the judge against me. This is the part where he saved the game. Wow, I'm such a genius. Look at that. Look at my fucking genius. Is there anything I can present that would prove it's not mine in the picture? Do I have anything? Do I? Can I present this? Can I present the nurse? Oh, that's the nurse. Can I present that? Can I? Can I? Because nothing else can prove. I think it has to be a person if we're gonna prove that. Let's check the picture at the same time we're checking the picture. No, that's I need to stop. Okay, I can present Mini. Okay, Your Honor, Mr. Wright, it is possible that the person in this photo is not a defendant. Well, what? Do you know what you're proposing? Yeah, that's just plain fool's talk. Thanks, guys. Your show of support was just great. No. Then, Mr. Wright, please show the court some proof. Prove to this court that the person in this photo is not my affair. Maybe this will work. Take that! Here is your proof. Objection! Is there a problem? Oh no, I thought... Oh boy. I thought I would work on my inflections. Just wondering what an objection with a twist of your ROM sounds like. Mr. Wright, I'm sorry but I don't follow your logic. Anyways, okay. Can't present anything yet. Well, Mr. Wright, nothing, Your Honor. That's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really should give up trying to prove this is not my affair. I didn't say anything about giving up. I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument. That's enough! Is this it? Is this all I could do? I think it's quite obvious to this court that a verdict of... I think it's quite obvious to this court that a verdict of not guilty is not possible. I told you. Totally 100% impossible. Ms. Morkurma, do you have any further questions for this witness? Have you established the defendant's guilt? Further questioning won't be needed. Oh boy. What about the defense? No further questions, I presume? I couldn't protect my, The defense? The defense? No! Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. A lawyer is someone who smiles, no matter how bad it gets. Mia! Oh, look at that! I already got spoilers for this, but whatever. I guess... Wait, we're still using Mia's voice, but okay. I guess Pearl was standing next to me the entire time. I just didn't see her because she was that short. I guess I made it just in time. Wouldn't you say? But Pearls! Her clothes are a bit small. Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go. But how? She's already taken away every advantage. The advantage is still in your hand. Think carefully, one more time, about what you saw in the chanting chamber. Do you remember what you told me yesterday? Dr. Gray! I was murdered. What? Lotta, at a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. You see, there is one final piece of the... Ooh, Lotta took 2 pictures. I forgot about that. You see, there is one final piece to this puzzle. Mia? Question Lotta one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it unconsciously or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully. No, then! This court would like to end the cross-examination period. Hold it! Please wait, Your Honor. The defense would like to request that the witness testify one more time. Overruled. I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination has already ended. Furthermore, anyone related... Oh, it's fine. I'll allow another testimony. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Von Karma's case is perfect. Absolutely flawless. And what better time than this for you to see that? But I mean, I have some place I must go after this. Alright, I'll allow it. Miss Hart, hurry up and give us another testimony. Well, heck, what am I supposed to talk about? Please tell us once more. What happened when you burst into the channeling chamber? Okay, you got it. See? You got through to the judge somehow, right? Well, actually, it was Von Karma's whip that got through to him. But we'll count it as my efforts, okay? Witness account, part 2. When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. I was kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff, but I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot. Nothing sounds different from before. Some parts of her testimony were very vague. I should press her on those sections. Struggle all you like as you taste the bitterness of your defeat. Will amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I am waiting. Okay, witness account, part 2. When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. Hold it! Were you? So, what did she look like? You know, she looked almost like a different person. A different person? Oh, she is speaking truthfully for finally. She may have seemed like a different person, however, she was still Maya Fey. We have already made that point abundantly clear. Yes, that is true. Well then, Miss Hart, did you happen to see anything else? I was kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. But it really proved that she was using the Kurain technique. And that means if her body, like Morkan was mentioning, oh, her body changed, right? And you're like, okay, so how we pull up that source and show it, and how we pull up that source? That source also will tell you that her spirit is not in the body, so she did not murder it, it was someone else that murdered. Is it that hard for this Von Karma to understand? Hold it! Perhaps that body was not Dr. Gray's at all. Well, I reckon that's possible. Objection! If the body inside the room was not that of Dr. Gray, then whose body was it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Well, what if it was that of Maya Fey after the channeling? Or maybe... Ow! Foolish fool spouting foolish foolishness, just as I expect of a foolish fool such as you. If that were the case, then that would mean that Maya Fey is in fact dead. And that would make the defendants share quite a lonely place, wouldn't it? Oh, you're pushing it. Okay, don't you talk about Maya being dead. Sorry, Maya. Alright, all done here? Can I continue? I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff. Hold it! And even knowing that, you still persist in being a paranormal photographer? That's why I'm getting out of this here business. This gal's gonna get the dirt on the stars and be a tabloid photographer from now on. She goes through jobs faster than a baby through diapers. Oh, don't let that joke, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Would it kill you to stay on topic for change? Something about diapers and babies. Well, would it, Mr. Wright? Nice. Tag teamed in stereo. Guess I should be grateful it's not 5.1. Ooh. Right now, right now Pearl is channeling Mia. So what if we ask questions that only Mia would know? Wouldn't that confirm that it's Mia controlling the body? And then it'll confirm that it's not Mia controlling the body. There you go. We won a case. There you go, Phoenix. All you have to do is just point out the fact that Pearl is channeling Mia right now. And that, look at that. Wouldn't you know? Mia is able to answer questions that Pearl could never answer on her own. Because, you know, Pearl is like 9 years old. And guess what? Mia is actually a lawyer. So we ask a bunch of complex lawyer questions. Mia answers it. That proves that it's Mia controlling the body, not Pearl. But I still managed to point my camera and... You're not Von Karma. But I still managed to point my camera at mine and take a shot! There must be some... Oh, I forgot to press. There must be something we can use in her testimony just now. See, she's right here. Mia's right here. We can prove this. We must find it at all costs. Also, did no one notice? Their body physically changes. Is Phoenix literally the only one who notices this? And like, do you not notice that a 9-year-old became a fully grown adult? 2, right? 2 what? 2 shots. He took 2 shots! But only 1 has been submitted as evidence! Miss Hart, where's that your picture you have been withholding? No, you've got it all wrong, it's not me! I didn't mean anything bad, I know I can be a little mean, but I ain't evil! Well, at least she knows herself. Then why have you not shown us other picture to the court yet? Well, ain't it obvious that prosecutor woman told me to shut my trap about it? What? Von Karma! Is she gonna smile and because apparently she has immunity to this? But Miss Von Karma, you're hiding critical evidence! Unforgivable, Von Karma. Suppressing evidence like this? You're as bad as your father. Confront Von Karma. Your Honor, the defense asked that... Oh, let's go! Look at that! I was talking about giving Von Karma karma, and now Phoenix is giving the Von Karma's karma. I mean, she didn't do that to us. It was her father. Now we're doing it on her. Your Honor, the defense asked that Prosecutor Von Karma be held in contempt of court. Well, yes. Me in contempt of court? You see the irony? The judge is thinking, should I put you in contempt of court? And you whip the judge, so that way the judge is not putting you in contempt of court. You can't be serious. But you hid evidence from the court on purpose. That's... And you also whip the judge. That's not fair! The Phoenix, are you a lawyer or are you a school child? Ugh, I was so angry I lost my composure. Ms. Von Karma, would you care to explain yourself to this court? I thought this picture was not important, and thus felt no need to submit it. That's all. How could you think? The pictures were more or less the same, so why bother with the second? I mean, it's just so much more trouble than it's worth for me to submit this as evidence. Oh, look at that smirk. More trouble than it's worth? How can you say that? If you want to see that badly, I'll submit it. Okay. Look at those dirty tricks. Okay, now we can present the nurse, though. What is this picture? It's obviously the second picture the witness took that day at the scene of the crime. It's obviously the second picture that the witness took on the scene of the crime. On the day of the crime. Well, it's a little off-center, but that's what you get with a nervous amateur. I think the important point here is the person in this picture. This is most definitely not Maya Fey. The same picture, quote-unquote. What is the meaning of this? This might be the break I was looking for. Now, should I or should I not insist that the person in this picture is not Maya Fey? And since it's not Maya. Your Honor, as you can plainly see, the person in this picture is not Maya Fey. Yes, I see that. It's just not her face. Her whole body has taken on a different appearance. There's only one conclusion that can be drawn, then. That somehow this other person snuck in and traded places with the defendant. That would be a nurse, right? Order! Like, well, where are we going with this case? I'm a little confused. Like, I was saying it's not Maya's fault because it's the nurse taking control of her body. We had like plenty of. We could have definitely like proved that early on in the trial when Von Karma mentioned the Kurain technique. But I guess we're not gonna. I guess we didn't use that. Well, yes, I believe you're correct, Mr. Wright. The person who was inside the channeling chamber was not Maya Fey. Mia, we did it. You're too soft, huh? You're softer than Aunt Morgan's strawberry desserts, Phoenix. Oh, look at that. Look at that. She's hinting at Aunt Morgan. Take a look at Prosecutor Von Karma's face. She's smiling? I think you had better continue to worry, Mr. Phoenix, right? Miss Von Karma, what do you mean by that? Your Honor, I'd like for you to take a look at this picture. This was taken yesterday at the detention center visitor's room. I'm just like a little shocked when I saw that picture. And I'm like, why does it look? It looks so cursed though. Honestly, it looks really cursed. Like I've seen Mia. Okay, listen, I've seen Maya take form of Mia, but I mean, I've seen Mia. I've seen Maya channel Mia before, but it's a little cursed when I see an actual picture of this. It just looks like, imagine like seeing this like out of context. Like imagine in real life, you see that girl in a defense chair and then you just see this and you're like, what the fuck is happening right here? This is Mr. Phoenix Wright and the defendant, Maya Fey, during his visit. Maya Fey? But isn't this a totally different person? She looks this way because she's obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit. Exactly. It's not her doing the murdering, it's the spirit doing the murdering. Is that not... what is this court system? We need new laws around spirits killing, okay? We gotta add that into the law. If a spirit does the murder, instead of if a spirit does the murder in the form of somebody else's body, that's a spirit that does the murder, not the person in the body. Not the person who was... whatever! It's unbelievable that she can... Yet, it is the truth. When Maya Fey is in that state, she physically changes into the person she's calling. And also spiritually. Let's go ask Mia some questions. Miss Varkarma, a word if I may. Mia? Taking pictures of someone during a private visit is illegal. Surely you must know that that picture cannot be submitted as evidence. Obviously, I know this picture is illegal. But I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place. What if she... From the moment I showed this picture to the court, this case became all mine. After all, this image has now been forever burned into the judge's mind. Look at his eyes. I don't have even a single witty line. It looks like we've been had. I don't claim to understand this, and I still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person is the defendant Maya Fey? No! It's somebody else doing the murdering, it's a spirit! If I give up here, the trial will end. Can we present like actual, like, factual articles as evidence about a Korean technique? Hey, she mentioned the body thing, right? But if I slip up and say something wrong, it will cost me. Can you not question Mia, proving that it's not Maya taking control? Is there any way I can prove that the person in this picture is not Maya? I can prove it. Your Honor. Oh, the fire has returned to your eyes, I see. This picture. Within this picture lies a... There is a contradiction? Is it a bloodstain? Or the bullet hole? Within this picture lies this critical contradiction to all the testimony up until now. A contradiction? So, you think you spotted a problem with this picture? Then earn your keep. So, what if Misty Fey hired someone to dress up like Maya, who is still a spirit medium, right? Because she has all the spirit mediums under control, right? So she hired somebody else to yeah, she does that. I'm losing my words here. So they hide behind the curtain, and then they come in. They make Maya look like the murderer when it's not Maya. Maya's like Maya gets moved somewhere else. Then she gets the room by herself, right? So then she could like set up the crime scene, make it look like as if Maya was the only one in the room, and that she was the one who did the murdering. Even though, look at Maya. You think you call this person a murderer? How dare you? How dare you? See, you think you've spotted a problem in this picture? Then earn your keep. Why didn't you point out exactly what is so strange in this picture? The face. The bullet hole. I'll just say the bullet hole. I don't see any bullet hole here. Take that! Please direct your attention here. To the sleeve? But there isn't anything odd about it. And that is exactly what is so odd. Something that should be there is suddenly missing. Should be there? Ah! There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. If that's the case, then it should be in this picture as well. It's almost as if somebody else did the spirit. Oh my goodness, this case is. Oh my goodness. I feel like it's unfair though, because it's like it's Maya no control. It's somebody else doing it. Like, somebody. I mean, I guess the logic is, listen, if you're a spirit medium and you channel a serial killer, you know it's a serial killer, and you're like, I mean, I guess she's responsible in a way, but at the same time, she's not a murderer though. Like, it's like, if you don't stop the murderer, like, it's like Tobey Maguire, right? It's like in the Spider-Man movie, right? In the first, in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie, the original one, and the original live-action Spider-Man movie, right? Tobey Maguire let this guy run with money, okay? And that guy later killed his Uncle Ben. Okay, I'm so, oh my goodness, I gave spoilers that Uncle Ben dies. I'm sorry, I'm terribly sorry that I gave spoilers that Uncle Ben dies. Anyways, so, that guy, the person who murders Uncle Ben, before he does the murdering, Peter Parker let that guy run away. But is Peter Parker the murderer? Huh? Is he it's his fault, right? It's partially his fault that he let that person run away with a bunch of money, like as a thief, because that person later did the crime, and if he stopped that person, then that person would have been in jail and not done the murder. But at the same time, that's stupid. He did not conduct the murder, you know? I'm at a loss of words. Miss Mokuma, you attempted to hide this valuable piece of evidence? You'll most certainly be assigned a penalty for this. Alright, this should do some major damage to our argument. Don't celebrate yet. You like to bring down the mood, don't you? And you like to bring down others. True. Take a look at Miss Mokuma's face. Oh, she's got a condescending grin plastered all over her face again. Tis, just jumping the gun again, I see. Your Honor! I would like to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools. What do you mean? And what incompetent fools? If those fools down in the precinct hadn't missed the bullet hole, I would have gotten a report about it. As I didn't, I could not have known that this picture was any value to this case. I see. She's lying through her teeth, I know it. That woman knew about everything, the bullet hole, the picture, everything. But you can't prove that. Francisco Marcoma's idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think? Your Honor, you need not worry. If you was assigned a penalty, I'll personally make sure the detective gets what's coming. Wow! Wow. I'm sure there will be a great gnashing of teeth at the next salary discussion. Wow! Poor Gumshoe. In any case, first she physically abuses people with her whips, and now she's mentally abusing them with her salary cuts. In any case, this is a very big problem. When a defendant was taken into custody, her costume had a bullet hole in its sleeve. However, from this photo, it would appear that right after the shooting, there was none. The judge is confused by this strange twist of events. This is your chance, Phoenix. Load all you've got into this one shot, alright? Look at that, double pun. One shot, because you know gunshots. Alright, because you know Phoenix, right? Also, triple pun, because you know one shot. Like fanfictions. Got it! Why are we talking about fanfictions now, Mia? Watch this, Maya. Your Honor! There's only one logical explanation for the contradiction. The shooter's someone else. Wait. We can save. Ha ha ha! We can save! We'll have multiple attempts. What have I done? Why do I do this? Why do I have to go the easy route? Okay. The bullet hole is made later. Not sure about that. Actually, that would explain, thinking. We know it's not a fake, because we saw a lot of heart take that picture. The shooter's someone else. Yeah. The shooter's someone else. As simple as that. The defendant's sleeve had a bullet hole in it. However, this person clearly does not. There can be only one explanation. The person who shot Dr. Gray was not a defendant, but a different person altogether. Another spirit medium. I'm assuming directed by our Morgan Fay. What? I still think it's Morgan Fay. I think she had something to do with this, because you know she also was the only one at the crime scene after, right? She kicked us and Lotta, right? She kicked us and Lotta out, but she was in the room, so she could have definitely set things up so that Maya looks guilty. Order! 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 She definitely had the means to do it. Okay, she had the means. We know that. She has the motive. Only thing we need is like actual hard evidence. Okay. If order is not restored, I will suspend this trial. Oh! Ah! Why me? The defense argument is a complete mess! A complete mess? I fail to see how. Please, enlighten us. Hey, witness! Ah! What the heck? Is that any way to ask a gal a favor? Be quiet, you! You were the one who said it is only the two of them when you enter the room. Well, you know. If you're lying, I swear that my whip will be the last thing you see. Look, sis. You're looking mighty scary, so why don't we say you... Wow! I swear I wasn't lying or nothing. What if she's getting offended because you're calling her sis? Because you know how she's like rapidly whipping Lotta hard right now? What if she's upset that you're calling her sis? Call her sir! There wasn't anyone else in there. Honest, sir! Oh, I accept that now. You see? Now riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix, right? Where did the defendant vanish to? And where did this other woman appear from? Why is it lately all I want to do is cry? Well, if the person in this picture is not a defendant, then this poses two very big questions. First, where did the defendant vanish to? And second, where did this person come from? That's right! Now hurry up and answer, Mr. Phoenix, right? Come on, you can't fall apart here, Mr. Phoenix, right? I can't believe that even Mia's calling me by my full name. But, I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this? Had enough yet, Mr. Phoenix, right? Or do you think you have enough in you to turn things around even now? To turn things around? That's right. Mia would always turn things around and change her perspective. Phoenix? So, where did this intruder appear from? And where did Maya disappear to? I need to look at the situation from a different angle. Different angle? Haha, let's see. What if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room? And what if Maya had left that room somehow? If I could prove that either one of those conditions were true. Mr. Wright, let's hear what you've come up with. Remember, Morganthau also had a means to, like, rig the whole room, right? I think what happened before we forced our way into the channeling chamber is... our third person had entered it. Your Honor, I would like to present some evidence. What? I have proved that there was someone else in the room before the murder. Oh no, I'm gonna present... okay. There was someone else before the murder. The folding screen? Ooh. Ooh, what if that bullet hole is a peeking hole? Right? Because it still feels a little ridiculous, right? Why would a person be, like, shooting down, right? And that bullet hole doesn't, like, that bullet hole doesn't look angled. It looks, like, pretty straight. What if that's a peeking hole? Old steel key. Oh wait, that is the key. I think that is actually the key. That might be the key. Let me check. I think it's the key. It's either key or the folding screen. The folding screen works as a peeking hole, and a black key works as, like, that proves that someone can get inside. Not sure though. And we also, that Pearl had that, right? So, let's do the folding screen. I feel like this is more likely, but at the same time, oh, I feel like this is like low risk, low reward thing. Like, that's more likely to be correct, but I feel like this doesn't really prove that much. Like, there's a key to the lock, cool. But folding screen, that's like solid evidence if we make that work. Take that! Please take a good look at this. Okay? I've already seen it. Thank you. And what is the purpose of this? And what is the purpose of this item? Don't you see, Your Honor? Oh boy. I don't think you actually see what you're doing. I think it is the cord that should be sawing at you, Mr. Wright. You see? This is why we save. I should save more often. Okay? Back. Ouch, that stung. Present another piece. Your Honor, I would like to present some evidence. Key. Take that! I don't know how she saw the key though. She said I already seen it, but okay. I don't know. We haven't submitted the key as evidence yet, but whatever. Okay, present another piece. Okay, present some evidence. Okay, you have proof. We can prove that someone else was in there. No, it's not a Magatama. Not the newspaper clipping. Not the autopsy report. Not the... won't be the floor plans. Knife. Oh. Why did Maya have a knife, right? Maybe it's my knife? Let's go check this. What if I'm not supposed to present anything right now? What if I'm not supposed to do that right now? Oh wait, fuck! Wait, no, I accidentally clicked present instead of going back. Oops, okay, that's not my fault. Okay, you know what? Let's think this over, okay? You know, that's why they're saying think it over again, because what if you're not supposed to do that? I think the way I'm going about this is all wrong. I have to start over and try to think about things in a different manner. What if before we broke in, a third person was already in the room? And what if Maya had left the room somehow? Okay, either of those conditions. Okay, let's go use the key to prove that Maya left the room. Okay, Maya had left the room. Okay? Maya had left the chilling chamber at some point, and the defense can prove this. Oh, how a foolish fool makes a foolish face while dreaming foolishly foolish dreams. Maya Fey was being locked after by her Aunt Morgan Fay. The chances of her leaving the crime scene is lower than that detective's salary. That's. Anyway, let's see some evidence. That was a joke in poor taste, Von Karma. Prove that from the murder until the time of Prove that from the murder until the time of arrest. From the murder until time of arrest. That's possible. The defendant had left the room. The key. Take that! The key to this case. Miss Hart, do you remember this key? Well, I've seen it. Hey! That's the channeling chamber key, right? Before the channeling started, Maya locked the door from inside with that. Did the defendant herself lock the door? Yeah, that's why we all couldn't get the door open. That key is the only one of its kind after all. Oh, one of a kind, you say? Wait, Mr. Phoenix right. Yes, it looks like she's catching on. I'm afraid to ask, but why is that key currently in your possession? Oh? What do you mean? If Maya Fey locked herself in, then the key should have been with her. Yes, agreed. However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest. Ah! Well, ain't that a kick? So how come you're holding it? I got this as a present from a certain little girl. And that little girl was nowhere near the crime scene at the time. That's preposterous! This means that Maya Fey must have left the room. If she had not, then I would not be holding this key you see before you. No! This is giving me like Rise from the Ashes vibes, where I have no idea what's going on. Other than this Morgan Fey is probably the person who did the murder. I think she is. I believe that. I still believe that she's a murderer. I still believe that she set this all up because like she definitely had the means. She has the motive. And like look at all the hints. There's been so many hints that it's her, right? Especially with Mia's psych lock, right? I think it's Morgan Fey. It seems we have come to an impasse. This picture has clearly captured the face of the murderer. However, is this person a defendant or not? The defense is arguing that this person is not a defendant. Furthermore, as proof, this key has been submitted as evidence. Ms. Morkoma? How can this be? At this point in time, a verdict on the defendant's guilt is not possible. My perfect case? How is there a flaw in my perfect case? Don't I give one yet, Mr. Phoenix, right? I'm a prodigy. I have never lost a case, and I don't intend to lose here in this courtroom to a fool like you. I don't care what I have to do. I'll get my guilty verdict. That's enough. If you would like to continue, do so in the lobby. Damn! Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10 a.m. That is all. Court is adjourned. Okay, let's go talk to Maya. Wow! That was you, Pearly? You summoned my sis? Yes. I felt I had no choice. Good going, Pearly! I knew you were special. Hey, Nick, did you know? Yeah. It's not like anyone else in there could have done that. Again, more foreshadowing that Morgan wanted Pearl to be the master. Nick, I know you're trying really hard and all, but I really don't remember ever leaving that room. And I don't think that a third person could have gone into that room. Yeah. Well, at least we have until tomorrow to figure things out. Like, what happened in that room, for instance. Yeah, I'm counting on you! I envy the two of you. Oh, by the way, Nick, do you think you could take Pearly back home for me? Sure. Alright, Pearls. You ready to go buy some tickets? Huh? A ticket? Poor thing. So sheltered. Again, more foreshadowing that Morgan Fey, is really like, really, overprotective of her daughter and yeah, you know, she's like, she shelters her daughter so much, right? And all that stuff. Look, more proof. There's more proof there. Anyways, that's crazy. Okay. Part 3 investigation. We'll be continuing that next time. But, yeah. I still think it's Morgan Fay. Okay. I might be wrong. Okay. For those of you guys who are watching this like after, for those of you guys who already know what's gonna happen in this case, I might be wrong, but I'm still pretty confident in my hypothesis, of course. Don't give like in like let's play videos like these. Don't give spoilers about what happens next in the case, because you know some people are watching this like this is their first time getting exposed to the story, so don't like be like, oh, the murder actually, and then you spoil the murderer. Like so actually, if you guys are watching this, if you guys are watching this and you have no idea like this is your first time like no this is your first exposure to the story, right? You have no idea what's gonna happen in this case. Don't go to. I think I recommend you avoid the comments just so that way you avoid spoilers in general if people start spoiling stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys had fun with that. I certainly did. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.